like I said.
Side of the pyramids the Google debunkers don't want you to know about. Harnessing energy from inside the earth and transmitting it wirelessly around the world for free. The Giza power plant theory. We finally have the scientific and just plain commonsensical proof to back it up. Even Tesla's experiments of this very nature were successful, but his work mysteriously vanished after he passed away. As it turns out, Tesla didn't invent this technology. He just rediscovered it over 5,000 years later. Pyramids. Don't y'all get a little half chub when I talk about them? Cause I sure do. We're fed the narrative that they were built as tombs for pharaohs, but there's just endless evidence against that. I spat 10 unbelievably raw facts about the pyramids in a previous video, which were all true, but of course the Google debunkers desperately tried to prove them wrong. We'll let them have their fun so that we can focus on exploring history with a critical mind. Take, for example, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the biggest one there is, which is said to have been built as a tomb for Khufu, a pharaoh who ruled 4,500 years ago. Despite it having zero characteristics of actual Egyptian tombs, you know, where real mummies of pharaohs were actually found, like in the Valley of Kings, a complex of underground tombs complete with enormous grand entrances and hallways adorned with hieroglyphs, beautiful wall art, and intricate architecture commemorating pharaohs like Tutankhamun and Ramses, whose bodies were found among dozens of others in elegant sarcophagi in this valley. And here we have the Great Pyramid of Giza. Narrow tunnels, awkwardly angled walkways, and passageways you literally have to crawl to get through. And those wood steps you see, we added ourselves in recent times because they were literally unwalkable when first discovered. Strangely designed and although impressive, kind of plain looking inner chambers. No artifacts, no hieroglyphs, no carvings, no wall art was ever found inside of Giza. In fact, not a single mummy was found in this pyramid, or any Egyptian pyramid for that matter, and yes, that's a fact, go search it up. We're told that they were raided by thieves, and that's why there's nothing left. Really? Did the thieves steal the carvings and paint on the walls too? The sarcophagus in Giza, where they assume Khufu's mummy was kept and also stolen by those pesky thieves, was this plain-looking granite box in a room with flooring and walls that were cut with greater precision than the box itself. Ancient Egyptians saw pharaohs as gods, so yeah, let's just stuff the one that we made a whole-ass pyramid for into this crude box with narrow chambers, tiny shafts, and no stories or wall art commemorating their death. Here's what King Tut's tomb looked like, and King Ramses. Intricate art and masterfully designed, both of which were found in the Valley of Kings. And here's the tomb of the guy they dedicated the biggest structure in the world for. Makes perfect sense, right? On the other hand, King Ramses had some of the most massive statues built in his name, weighing up to 1,000 tons that we see remnants of sprawled all throughout ancient Egypt. Meanwhile, the man who had the largest tomb in history has only one recovered statue we've ever found. It's 3 inches tall. Let me get this straight. Giza, the most epic and just painstakingly difficult structure on the planet, was a tomb with absolutely no characteristics of a tomb for a pharaoh with no visible remaining presence in Egypt and whose body was never found. Other characteristics of the pyramid tells us it had a very different purpose, one that's turned a fringe theory into a scientific one. The